Alright, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're all having a great day, and for today's video, I want to run a mock trade by all you guys, and it's one that I feel will be very polarizing. A lot of you will be on board, a lot of you will be totally opposed to it, and obviously by the thumbnail, what I'm talking about is trading Gleyber Torres for Cody Bellinger straight up. Two very different players that happen to be in similar situations, and we're going to dive into it and discuss why it could be the perfect swap of young stars looking to bounce back in 2022. Let's take you back to 2019 when Cody Bellinger, he put up monster numbers for the NL West winning Dodgers. Over 156 games, the then 23-year-old had a slash line of 305, 406, 629 with 47 homers, 115 RBIs, 15 stolen bases, and a 161 WRC+. A terrific season that earned him an MVP award, Gold Glove, a Silver Slugger. And back in New York, Gleyber Torres wasn't an MVP candidate by any means, but he was putting up great numbers in his sophomore season as a Yankee. He led the team in home runs with 38, drove in 90 runs, and had a WRC plus of 125. By no means was he on the same level of Bellinger, I'm not saying that, but for a guy who was once considered the best prospect in baseball by many, Gleyber was developing nicely and looking like a future star of the sport in 2019. However, as we Yankee fans know, 2019, that was the last time Gleyber was truly Gleyber. He became the full-time shortstop the next year in 2020 and did not look like himself offensively, hitting just .243 with a slugging percentage of .368. Hardly league average numbers, but at the same time, many stars in the sport did struggle to find their stroke at the plate during the COVID-shortened 2020 season. Cody Bellinger did as well, just like Gleyber. Bellinger put up the worst OPS of his career in 2020, but now we enter the present day in 2021, and both players hit what I think we can consider it to be rock bottom in terms of performance. However, one was way worse than the other, and that was definitely Cody Bellinger. He was flat out god-awful this year, which led to him losing his job at one point. In 95 games, he had a dreadful 165, 240, 302 slash line with a WRC plus of 48, which I'm just going to go out on a limb here, take a guess, and say that's got to be the worst WRC plus for any qualified player in baseball history. 48 is low. That's really bad. Bellinger was just lost at the plate, and that led to a negative WAR as well. Now, to his credit, he did have a great postseason. Hit 353 with a 147 WRC plus in 12 games. Gotta point that out. As for Gleyber, he too regressed big time, as we know. Not to mention losing the shortstop job because of defense. Gleyber was a below league average hitter for the first time in his career in 2021. Not near 48 WRC plus, bad, but in 127 games, he hit .259 with a 331 on base, 366 slugging with just 9 home runs. The same guy who hit 38 in his home runs in a season 2 years ago hit just 9 this year. So you see what I mean when I say Gleyber and Bellinger are in very similar situations. Both had career years in 2019, took a step back in 2020, and then regressed even further, way further in Bellinger's case. So would the Yankees and Dodgers maybe consider making a swap? If you're the Yankees, you're trading a 24-year-old second baseman with 3 years of control, a peak WRC plus of 125, and a floor WRC plus of 94 for a 26-year-old outfielder slash first baseman with 2 years left to control, a peak WRC plus of 161, but also a brutal floor WRC plus of 48. So it's a tough choice, and I'm kind of undecided on it. If I'm Brian Cashman, I probably end up making that deal just because, one, it's a risk on both sides, but it could pay off for both. And Bellinger, for us as Yankee fans, he fits perfectly into the Yankees' offseason plans. He's a left-handed center fielder that also plays first base, or a left-handed first baseman that also plays center field, whichever way you want to word it. But that's exactly what the Yankees need. We know they're going to get a shortstop, but besides that, they're looking for a first baseman and possibly a center fielder. Bellinger plays both those positions. I think he ranks better probably defensively as a first baseman, I would assume. But what I'm saying is it fits well for the Yankees, Cody Bellinger. As for the Dodgers, they may not retain Corey Seager. I don't think they will. I think he's actually going to end up a Yankee. And if they don't, the Dodgers, they might need an infielder. So let me know what you guys think. Like I said, I think I would probably end up doing this, although, I think it's going to be polarizing for sure. I'm sure half of you guys are going to be like, hell no, and then the other half is going to be all for it, So just so we're clear, this is totally a mock trade. There's been no rumors, at least as of right now, for this, but I very well could see the Yankees being interested in Cody Bellinger. Now, whether or not Gleyber Torres is involved in a potential trade like that, I'm not sure, but I'm imagining the Yankees, if they're talking to the Dodgers at any point this offseason, they will bring up Cody Bellinger because, like I said, he just fits too well. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. We should be getting some news, possibly, because I'm uploading this on Thursday, possibly today, we are going to be getting some news. We should be getting some, not just Yankee news, but a lot of transactions across baseball should be happening before Friday, because that's the the Rule 5 draft, 40-man roster selection, all that. So should be a fun couple days, hopefully. That's gonna do it for this video, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. I will see you guys next time. Let's go, Yankees.